Top 5 weakest armies in the world. 5. Bhutan. Bhutan's Royal Bhutan Army is small, reflecting the country's size and limited economic resources. Bhutan's military strategy centers on neutrality and maintaining internal peace rather than preparing for large-scale military engagements. Bhutan relies heavily on India for its defense. The Indian military provides training and equipment to the Royal Bhutan Army, and India plays a significant role in Bhutan's defense strategy. 4. Sierra Leone. Similar to Liberia, Sierra Leone's military is constrained by a limited budget, impacting its capacity to maintain and modernize its forces. The Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces, or RSLAF, is small and lacks significant heavy weaponry and advanced technology. The RSLAF focuses on maintaining internal security and participating in peacekeeping missions under the United Nations and African Union, rather than building a robust offensive capability. 3. Liberia. Recently, rebuilt military Liberia's armed forces were reconstituted after the end of the Second Liberian Civil War in 2003. The rebuilding process has been slow and challenging. Limited budget and resources. Liberia has a small defense budget, which constrains its ability to expand and modernize its military forces. Small number of active personnel. The Armed Forces of Liberia, or AFL, is relatively small, with around 2,000 active personnel, focusing more on internal security than external defense. 2. Somalia. Ongoing internal conflict and instability. Somalia has faced decades of civil war and the presence of militant groups like Al-Shabaab. This ongoing conflict has severely weakened its military capabilities. Poorly equipped and trained forces, the Somali National Army, or SNA, suffers from inadequate training, poor discipline, and a lack of modern equipment. This hampers its ability to conduct effective military operations. Heavy reliance on international support. Somalia's military efforts are heavily supplemented by international forces, particularly the African Union Mission in Somalia, or AMISOM, and support from the United States and European Union, which provide training and equipment. 1. Central African Republic. Limited budget and resources. The Central African Republic, or CAR, has a very limited defense budget due to its struggling economy. This restricts the military's ability to procure modern equipment and maintain its forces. Small number of active personnel. The CAR military, known as the Central African Armed Forces, or FASA, has a relatively small number of active personnel, numbering only a few thousand soldiers. Reliance on international aid and peacekeeping forces. Due to internal conflict and instability, CAR heavily relies on international aid and the presence of peacekeeping forces such as the United Nations. Multidimensional Integrated Stabilization Mission in the Central African Republic, or MINUSCA, to maintain security and stability.